Unfortunately, there's a darker side of this story. Some individuals hide under the guise of scavenging to engage in criminal activities. They sometimes target valuable items from residents, leading to thefts and property damage. This tarnishes the image of legitimate scavengers who work hard to make a living. It is crucial to differentiate between those who honestly seek to recycle and those who exploit the situation for personal gain. As Abuja continues to grow, it is crucial to acknowledge the contributions of legitimate scavengers while also addressing the issue of those who engage in criminal activities by providing support and regulation for the former and strengthening security measures for the latter. We can create a more sustainable and secure environment for all. Remember, not all scavengers are the same. Let's work together to support those who contribute positively to our city while addressing the concerns of those who exploit the situation for criminal purposes.
Welcome back. That's the feature on scavenging. Their contribution, the scavengers, their contribution to our economy, to our environment, can never be overlooked. Okay, so you can see all they do, in as much as we have the bad eggs amongst them, but we still have the ones who are doing it legitimately. Now we want to talk about the economic value of waste. Okay, like saying from waste to wealth. And we have someone in the house who is, I call him a recycler, someone who makes sure that all that the scavengers pick is put into use. He is the founder of Triple R Recycling. Okay, please join me as I welcome Mr. Abdullahi Suleiman Eji.
Yeah,
right.
You're correct. Thank you very much for having me today.
Thank you so much for pleasure. Joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Wow. You are, when we talk about scavenging, or we talk about scavengers, or talk about people who recycle, they look at those people at the way you're looking, you look so clean, you look as if you are just an office person, but we are seeing it in a corporate way now. Okay, recycling in a corporate way. So, what are those things that when you see them, you know that, look, these ones can be reused, they can be recycled, and you make money from them. So, what are the things, and how do you identify them?
Thank you very much once again for having me. The issue of scavenging in Nigeria has been seriously overlooked at. Many Nigerians see them as horrible people, they see them as criminals, they see them as, gangsters and all of that. But that is not completely true.
Okay.
The role these scavengers play in our economy can never be, overemphasized. They are the key players in the recycling sector. Now, let me give you an instance. Today in Nigeria generates about 32 million tons of plastic waste.
Wow.
32 million tons. So imagine if we don't have these scavengers in place. Where would this waste end up in? They will end up in the landfill.
Okay.
They will end up in the river. They will end up in the ocean, competing with our fishes. Now we'll complain of cancers and causing havoc.
Wow.
There are a lot of diseases out there today, from what we consume. But this is as a result of, this waste generated every day.
Okay.
So, and I believe Nigeria should begin to see, another light, another perspective of these scavengers, because without them, our country would have been, overwhelmed with a lot of waste. And you also asked the question as, how do we identify which waste, is recyclable? The recycling sector is a very big area to begin with. There are companies that recycle plastic, some recycle iron, aluminium, organic waste, all kind of materials are usually recycled. In our own company, for instance, we recycle PET bottles, plastic bottles.
Okay.
So, and not all kind of plastic bottles, because for us to know which one is recyclable, it has to be clean, the clean plastic bottles, because they can be shredded, grinded to form new products. But if they are very, very dirty, it will be difficult to grind them into finished products to produce new material.
Okay,
Yes.
so you look out for, but since considering where they are picked from,
Yeah.
do you still have to wash them?
Yes, because as you said, some of these materials are picked from all kind of places, gutters, hospitals and the likes. So we do collect all, you understand? So, but we keep them separately. So there's a special mechanism in place to ensure that those ones that are very, very dirty are, properly taken care of so that they can be reused. Yeah, so we collect all.
Okay, so for you, how do you think scavengers impact our economy and also our environment?
Yes, scavengers, just as I've said earlier, their impact in our economy should never be looked down on. They are the secondary players when it comes to our economy, especially in the recycling sector.
Okay.
Their impact, supersedes what we think of. Number one, most of our industries today, they spend billions and millions of naira trying to produce new materials from scratch. But with the help of these scavengers, we can now recycle these materials.
Yeah.
But we're already saving energy. When you recycle a product, you're saving energy.
Okay. And
Right?
also keeping our environment
You're
clean.
keeping our environment clean. You're saving 1 or 2 fishes from dying. You're saving some children from getting malaria and typhoid.
Okay.
You're making
Creating jobs.
You're creating jobs for the scavengers, for the recycling companies and its workers, for the economy, and you're injecting billions into the Nigerian economy. So these are one of their impacts we don't look at.
Okay, so what's your take on the bad actors in the scavenging field?
And as you know, there is no sector in this country or in this world today where you don't have bad actors. I won't lie to you. Just that the way we perceive these scavengers, to me, is totally wrong. There are bad eggs among them. You can't do without
Just
that.
like we have in other fields.
Just as you have in other fields. If you go to some organizations today, there are criminals there too, operating. There are criminals operating on suits. Some operating with biros and they are thieves. These ones is because they can't hide theirs, and we've already seen them as the devils in So for the bad eggs, we're not in support of their activities. All right. So I believe the government can do something.
Okay.
We can identify legitimate scavengers. We can do that. When we identify the legitimate ones, let's get their database. The government should recognize them.
Okay.
They should be trained. When we have this in place, it will be very easy for us to identify the bad ones who are hiding.
To deal with them.
Yes, who are hiding behind scavenging to cause havoc in our country.
For someone who wants to go into the business,
Yeah.
what would you say to such a person? Most people believe that it's a dirty business.
Yeah.
So for someone who wants to go into this mess, maybe I want to go into it, what would you say to the person as well?
You are always welcome. Waste can never get finished. It's an unending business opportunity.
Wow.
And I welcome anyone who is having interest in this business to come in, because you're already seeing billions in your front. If you can annex the real potential in the recycling sector, I believe you should come in.
Okay.
You will never get tired of it, because waste don't get finished. The waste keep coming.
They keep coming.
Yes.
Okay.
So yours is just to annex them and generate resources from them.
Wow.
And I believe you won't regret coming in.
Wow, thank you so much. So you're indirectly saying I should please come in.
Yeah, there's no problem. We'll welcome you all the
Yes,
time.
thank you so much. So we have been talking about waste to wealth, the economic value of waste. And he has just, see how he's smiling. He's indirectly telling you, look, please come. It's a lucrative business. And he said there's room. There are waste. You always have waste to pick from. All right, thank you so much. So he is the founder of Triple R Recycling. Okay, Mr. Abdullahi Suleiman. All right, thank you so much. So please, if you're looking for a business to go into, remember this is still January. The year is still very young. Please, you can go into recycling. You can even go into scavenging. Yes, you can organize young guys, in a corporate way, and you can do it. So please, what are you waiting for? So go and then think about it and then make money. And when you make money, please, please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.